Ayan. So, this example, ayan, galing siya sa libro natin, yung libro na ginagamit ko. If I haven't shown you it yet, ito, pero brown na siya ngayon. Ito, 9th edition pa. Ayan. Okay. So, ang problem natin. Playground is on the flat roof of a city school 6 meters above the street below. So, this is the playground. So, nandito. Some I'm not sure. Pero yung video, ito, i-record natin itong mga session natin. Okay? So, ito yung playground. Ayan, ito yung playground. So, yung mula dun sa, yung flat roof, mula dun sa ground, so that is 6 meters. So, that's 6 meters. And then the vertical wall of the building is H. So, ito yung H. So, this is the roof. Tapos, pero ito yung wall. So, yung vertical wall ng building is 7 meters. So, this is 7 meters. Forming a 1 meter high railing. So, yung wall natin na railing ay 1 meter kasi yung buo, pati yung wall, 7 meters. And then kung nasaan yung playground, it's 6 meters. A ball has fallen to the street below and a passerby returns it by launching it at an angle of 53 degrees. So, may naglalakad, may nahulog na bola, tapos pinulot siya nung dumadaan, tapos sinipa siya with an angle of 53 degrees. At ang layo niya from the wall is 24 meters. Ayan. So that's D. Okay, the ball takes 2.2 seconds to reach a point vertically above the wall. So ito yung wall natin. So it took the ball 2.2 seconds to go to this point. So the time here is 2.2 seconds. First question ay, find the speed of which the ball was launched. So at what speed was the ball launched? Okay, so letter A. So what is V initial? Ayan. Okay. So class, sa pagganito, unahin muna natin siya sa delta X. Kasi yun yung may pinakamadali tayong formula, yung delta X. Na delta X is equal to VIST. Ayan. Okay, so sa ang information meron tayo na mapapadali ito, siguro sa point na to. Kung sa point na to ang pag-uusapan, we're given that delta X is 24 kasi papunta dun sa point na yon yung horizontal distance niya. And then also we're given the time 2.2 seconds. And then yung ating delta X given naman. So therefore, ito ay delta X is VI cosine theta times T. So VI yung hinahanap. So VI is equal to delta X times cosine theta times T. So that's equal to delta X is 24 over cosine 53 times 2.2 seconds. So what's our initial velocity? Okay, so what's initial velocity? It is 18.13 meters per second. Yeah. Okay, any question about that one?
Sir, saan po ulit nanggaling yung yung cosine po? Saan po ulit nanggaling?
Ha?
Saan po ulit nanggaling yung cosine po?
Yung
Cosine po.
It's part of our formula. Diba ang VIX? Diba ang VIX is equal to VI cosine theta. And VIY is VI sine theta. Tama ba? Naalala mo?
Naalala po.
Ayan. May iba pa bang ibang tanong? Kasi ang analysis natin sa projectile, remember, is inihiwalay natin lahat ng may X at saka may Y. So, dun sa mga formulang ginagamit natin na kinematics, in terms of a particular dimension lang. So, yung dimension X kasi is horizontal and then yung dimension Y is vertical. So, pinaghihiwalay lang natin yung analysis. And then, nagkakatugma lang sila pagdating sa time. So, in this case, halimbawa dito, so the total time para mag-travel siya horizontally na 2.2 seconds is the same time para mag-display siya ng ganitong vertical distance. Displacement. Okay? Sige. So let's proceed to the next one. So letter B. Find the vertical distance by which the ball clears the wall. Vertical distance. Okay, class. So dito niya kinlear yung bola. Ito yung wall. At ito yung wall. Ito daw yung hahanapin natin. Itong vertical distance na to. Ayan. So tawagin natin niya, let's call that L. So that vertical distance L, na i-clear niya yung ating wall at saka kung saan yung bola natin after 2.2 seconds. So since vertical ang pinag-uusapan, so class, kung nandito siya sa point na to, so that means mula dito hanggang dito sa baba, so that will be our delta y. Now, if we will connect delta y to L, so delta y is equal to L plus 7. So L is equal to delta y minus 7. So if you find delta y, so that means we'll be able to find L as well. So sa delta y tayo. So anong formulang gagamitin natin? So delta y is VIYT plus 1/2 AY t squared. Ayan. So ano yung delta y? So that's the unknown. So delta y is equal, VIY is 18.13 sine 53 times 2.2 plus 1/2 times negative 9.8 times 2.2 squared. So what is delta y? Pwedeng pa-compute ng delta y? Ano siya? Delta y is 7.96. Hmm. Okay, so it's 8.14. So 8.14 meters. So therefore, L is 8.14 minus, so L natin ay 1.14 meters. Ayan.
Sir, ano pong
Okay.
degree nung ano nyo, sir? Calculator nyo po? Ay, ano pong mode?
Degree tayo, degree.
Degree po.
Naka-degree yung angle natin.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, so let's proceed to the third the letter C. Okay, so what is the horizontal distance from the wall to the point on the roof where the ball lands? Okay, so kung dito nagland yung bola natin, yes?
Tanong ko lang, di ba
Ha?
po yung nakukuha kong sagot dun sa Tawai?
Sa number 1?
Yung sa Delta Y,
Ano yung
ano po siya, diba? 18.13 multiplied by 2.2.
times sine 53?
50. Okay. Okay po.
Okay. Kasi delta y natin is this one.
Sir, question po.
Okay.
Para saan po yung 6 meters dun sa, ayun po sir, yung parang naka-label po dun.
Dito?
Yung 6 meters po dun sa, ayan po.
Ito ba?
Yes po.
Sa letter C.
Okay po, sige.
Ah.
Sorry po.
Okay. So, siya yung gagamitin natin sa letter C. Ayan. Okay, so ang tanong sa C ay ano daw yung horizontal distance from the wall to the point on the roof where the ball lands. Kung ito yung kung saan maglaland yung ating bola at ito yung wall, ano daw yung horizontal distance na to? So let's call that M. Ayan. Okay? So what's the value of M? So letter C, ano ang value ng M? Okay? But since M has something to do with the horizontal distance, okay, so ang kukunin natin ay, syempre, ito pa rin ang part ng trajectory. So mula din sa point na yon, so kunin natin ang, saan ko siya ilalagay? Hindi ko alam saan ko siya dadaan. Ayan. So ito yung delta X. Ayan. Kung i-relate natin ang delta X sa M at saka 24 dito, so that means delta X is equal to 24 plus M. So that means M is delta X minus 24. So kailangan natin kunin kung ano ang delta X. Okay? Mula dito, papunta dito, that's the horizontal distance na itatravel ng ating bola. And then, pag nakuha na natin yun, minus lang natin ng 24 para makuha natin yung distance between the wall and the point where the ball hits the playground. Ayan. Okay, since delta x ang kukunin, syempre, umpisa natin siya sa delta x. So ano ang delta x? So delta x is equal to VIXT. Okay, so therefore that's delta x is equal to VI cosine theta times t. Delta x is equal to 18.13 cosine 53 times t. So may problema tayo. Wala tayong time to get delta x. Ayan. Since wala tayong given time to get delta x, okay, syempre, wala tayong formula sa delta x, magpo-proceed na tayo sa delta y. So sa delta y, anong information ang meron tayo sa delta y pag pinag-uusapan na yung point dito? Okay, at point dito, ano ang delta y? So yung displacement ng bola natin at this point is, okay, it is 6 meters. Okay, so that is 6 meters.
Pwede po ulit, sir. Ulit lang, sir.
Ha? Ha?
Pwede po ulit, sir. Yung
Okay,
sa
sa may ano?
isang meter lang, sir.
Okay, di ba inuna na natin siya sa delta x, kaya lang, nung in-apply natin yung given natin sa delta x, wala tayong given na value ng time. Pag dito sa point na to ang pinag-uusapan, di ba? Walang time kasi yung 2.2 seconds hanggang dito lang siya. Eh, pinag-uusapan na natin ngayon is nung tumama siya dito sa playground at this point. Okay, ang meron tayo dito kasi hinahanap natin ay delta x, ayan, to get m. So, ginamit natin yung kaisa-isang formula sa delta x, which is this one. And then, apply natin yung given, so wala tayong given na time. Since wala na tayong formula for delta x, so magpuproceed tayo sa delta y. Remember, kinoconnect lang natin yung dalawa in terms of time. So, that means we have a chance na makukuha natin yung time sa delta y. Okay, ngayon, anong information ang meron tayo pagdating dito pag delta y ang pinag-uusapan? So, given tayo ng 6 meters na elevation, di ba mula doon sa reference na ganito, papunta dito, so that's 6 meters. So, that means displacement is 6 meters. Okay. Okay, so given tayo yan, so let's apply delta y is equal to VIYT plus 1/2 AYT squared. So this is 6 times 18.13 sine 53t plus 1/2 times negative 9.8 times t squared. Ayan. So transpose everything to the left. So we'll have 4.9 t squared minus 18.13 sine 53t plus 6 is equal to 0. Now by quadratic equation, since is what's t1 and what is t2. So use your calculator mode 5, 3. And then just type the given 4.9. And then I'll have negative 18.13 sine 53. And then positive 6. So the answers are 2.46 seconds and 0.5 seconds. Ayan. Okay? Ayan, ang question ay, between the two, which should we consider? Which one? 2.46 or 0.5?
Yung 2.46.
Bakit?
0.5, sir.
Na?
Feel ko yung 0.5, sir.
Feeling mo 0.5. Okay. Sino nagsabing 2.46?
Ako po.
Bakit, Kyle?
Ito po yung magiging time niya sa taas, diba, sir? Since yung given niya is 2.2, edi it will have more time dapat para mag 2.46, ganun po.
Okay, tama. Very good. Okay, class. That's the explanation. Nung i-clear niya yung wall at this point, that's already 2.2 seconds. Tama ba? Tapos, magta-travel pa siya papunta dito. So, we're expecting it should be more than 2.2 seconds. So, the one we should consider is yung 2.46. Okay. Class, hindi naman, yung 0.5 kasi, ilang beses niya ba dadaanan yung 6 meters? So, if I will extend the horizontal path dito, ayan. So, that means, at this point, this is also a delta y na 6 meters. But ito niyan is nandito ang 0.5 seconds. So yung 0.5 seconds is yung time na pataas pa lang yung bola. Okay, at yung 2.42, ito na yung bola na pababa, ito yung time na bababa na yung bola. At At kailangan natin is yung nandito siya, hindi yung nandito. So therefore, ang i-consider natin ay yung 2.46 seconds. Na gets niyo ba? Ayan. So it should be 2.42 seconds. Magta-type si Philip. Kung paano ba nakuha yung time, Philip? Bakit 2.46? Okay, class. Philip, kailangan kasi natin is yung time niya papunta dito. Okay? Tama? Yung time niya papunta dito sa kung saan siya maglaland dito sa playground. Meron tayong given na time, di ba? Nung i-clear nung bola yung wall, it took it 2.2 seconds. 2.2 seconds. Yung time dito sa point na to is 2.2 seconds. So we're expecting that it should be higher than 2.2 seconds. Kasi mula dito 2.2, magta-travel pa siya hanggang dito sa point na to. Okay, at yung dalawang nakuha nating time, kasi ang ginawa nating reference dito ay yung vertical displacement na 6 meters. Kung pag-aaralan natin yung trajectory, dalawang beses niya dadaanan yung 6 meters. Yung isa yung pataas siya at yung isa yung pababa na siya. At yung nakuha nating 0.5 seconds, yun yung time na pataas pa lang yung bola, which is at this point. Naka-level niya yung 6 meters. So 6 meters pa rin naman yan na tinravel niya or dinisplace niya. Pero ang kailangan natin is yung napababa na siya or we should be greater than 2.2. Ayan. Na 6 meters din naman yung displacement. Kaya kailangan natin is yung 2.46. Not 0.5. Okay. And also, if we will apply 0.5 dito, magkakaroon tayo ng negative na sagot. Hindi po pwede. Magne-negative yung delta x. M. So, dapat hindi naman negative yung m. So, we're expecting a x na greater than 24. Kasi ito yung pinag-uusapan natin. Tama ba? Ito ang pag-uusapan natin, not this one. This one. Ayan. So, that means, if that ito yung i-apply natin dito sa formula natin. So, therefore, delta x is equal to 18.13 cosine 53 times 2.40. So, what's our delta x?
Sir, ba't po 2.42 yung nakalagay dun sa...
Ha?
2.42 yung nakalagay dun sa may...
Sa inyo?
Ito, sir. Ito. Yung sa may, sir, sa may playground, sir, yung sa may building. 2.42 yata nalagay niyo, sir.
Ay, okay. 2.46. Okay, thank you. 2.46. Okay. Sige. So, what's the answer?
26.84. 26.84, sir.
Okay, 26.82. 26.82 meters. So therefore, what's m? So m is 26.82 minus 24. So m is 2.82 meters. Ay, ano ba?
26.84 yun ako.
84 ba? 84?
84 po yan.
Akala ko narinig ko 82. O sige. 84. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So may question? Actually, there's another solution to this example. Ayan. So let's try another one.
Sir, tanong ko lang po.
Okay.
Sir, same lang yung formula ng VIXT at saka VI cosine theta t, diba, sir? Sa delta x.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yun lang po. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so let's have another solution. Yeah. Or for C. Or. My class. It's up to you if you want to do this or not. Okay? Diba meron tayong shortcut formula? Okay? So yung shortcut natin ay delta x. Kasi hindi na tayo given ng time dito sa point na to. So we don't need to get yung time. Didiretso tayo sa delta x. So since hindi na mag-given yung time dito, ayan. So di ba, yung formula nating delta y is delta x tangent theta plus ay delta x squared over 2 vi squared cosine squared theta. Ayan. So what's our delta y? So that's 6. And delta x, that's the unknown. And then tangent 53 plus negative 9.8 times, what's delta x? So that's the unknown, squared over 2 times 18.13 squared times cosine 53 squared. Ayan. So, i-transpose natin to lahat sa kabila. So, that's 9.8 delta x squared over 2 times 18.13 squared cosine 53 squared minus tangent 53 delta x plus 6 is equal to 0. So, by quadratic equation, so what is delta x1 and delta x2? Ayan. So, type nila. Mode 5, 3, and then i-fraction nyo na lang to. Type yung 9.8 divided by the quantity 2 times 18.13 squared times quantity cosine 53 close squared. Close. Then we have negative tangent 53, and then we have 6. Okay. So the answers are 26.8 meters and 5.44 meters. Ayan. Oh. Tama ba yung equation mo, Ezekiel? Asan ba yung kanina? Did you type this one? Sometimes nagkakaproblema siya. I-clear mo muna yung shift 3. Lalo pag may nakita kang M na memory. So, kailangan mo munang i-clear. Ayan. So, eto. So, ano ang gagamitin natin? So, dapat it should be greater than 24. So, we will be considering this one. And so, therefore, M is equal to 26.8 minus 24. So, M is 2.8 meters. Actually, mas accurate ito. Kasi nag-round off tayo sa time. So, the more kasi nagka-calculate ka na antag dito, round off, okay, lumalayo siya sa actual answer. So, ayan. Any question? Ito yung short formula. I think I have discussed that before. Yung sa may dulo. Yung dulong formula. So this one is a very, very powerful formula for projectile. So you don't need to go with time. So kinonek niya na pareho. Pero syempre kung meron kang given na time, mag-delta x ka na lang or delta y.
Sir, question.
Ah,
Ano yung mas advice mong paggamit sa amin, sir? Kung sakali.
mas nabibilisan ako dito. Oh,
Mabilis yan, sir.
or mas alam ko ba siyang gamitin lang or I don't know. Pero in terms of analysis, of course, syempre, mas analysis ito. Ito kasi shortcut niya eh. Lalampasan kasi niya yung time variable. Hindi niya kasi consider yung time. Dito kasi consider niya yung time.
Yung una na lang, sir. Sige, salamat po.
Kasi it's up to you. Oh, mas easy ba una? Oh, okay. Ayan. So let's have another example. So this is sample number 2. Hindi sunod-sunod yung mga Ayan. So a projectile is fired such that its horizontal range is equal to 3 times its maximum height. So what is the angle of projection? Okay. So, ang sabi dyan, if we will write it yung, kung ito yung R, at maximum height is H, yung range daw ay equal siya sa 3 times its maximum height. Okay? So, what's our formula? So, range, ang formula natin ay VI squared sine 2 theta over G. And that's equal to VI 3 times H, which is VI squared sine squared theta over 2G. Okay, so let's cancel yung G and then cancel natin yung VI squared. And then transpose natin yung 2. So 2 sine 2 theta is equal to 3 sine squared theta. Okay, so let's transform the identity. So that's 2 times 2 sine theta cosine theta is equal to 3 sine squared theta. And then divide the whole equation by sine theta. Cancel, and then cancel yung isa. So I'll have 2 cosine theta is equal to 3 sine theta. So we need to find theta. And then divide this by 3. Sandali. 4 pala to. 4. 2 times 2. Cosine theta. Cancel ito, and then cancel yon. Okay, so we'll have 4 over 3 is equal to what? Sine over cosine? So that's tangent theta. Therefore, theta is arctangent of 4 over 3. What is theta? Okay, it's 53.13 degrees. Okay, so that is our theta.
Sir, question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, medyo nalito lang ako. Bakit po 3 cosine theta yung pinag-divide dun, sir?
Kasi para matanggal ko yung 3 dito nila, at matanggal ko yung cosine dito sa kabila. Parang kinross multiply ko lang.
Pwede ba siyang sir, parang baligtad nun? Pwede bang
Cosine
4
over sine?
4 sine theta yung 4 cosine, tama ba? Oh, sir, yun. 4 sine theta yung pagka-cancel. Pwede ba yun, sir? O hindi po?
4 sine theta? So parang magiging 4 cosine theta over sine theta is equal to 3. 3/4. Or cosine theta over sine theta is equal to 3 over 4. Parang ganun ba?
Parang ganyan, sir. Opo.
Kaya lang, ang cotangent kasi wala sa calcu.
Pero kapag kung sakaling ganyan, sir, parehong answer lang po yung makuha nun, sir. O hindi po?
Oo.
Pareho lang. Okay po, sir. Thank you,
Pareho
sir.
lang. Pwede mo siyang i-shift solve. Paano ba siya shift solve? Kahit naman dito, pwede mo siyang i-shift solve. 2 times sine alpha x 2 times alpha x is equal to 3 times sine alpha x squared. Shift solve. But 0 sagot. 2. Parang hindi niya kayang i-shift solve ang talaga. $100. Tayo. Okay, anyway, so yung sagot, 53.13. Negative 126. Saan ba yun? Ayan. Okay? Okay, so let's proceed to another example. So this one. Ayan. Okay. A 2-meter tall basketball player is standing on the floor 10 meters from the basket. If he shoots the ball at 40 degrees angle with the horizontal, at what initial speed must he throw the basket so that he goes through the hoop without striking the board? The height of the basket is 3.05 meters. Okay, so let's get all the information we have. So itong height daw nung ating basketball player is 2 meters. At ito yung hoop. Ayan. Okay, so nandito yung delta x. So delta x is equal to 10 meters. At ang angle natin ay 40 degrees. So we're looking for VI. So VI is the unknown. Paano naman ang delta y? So delta y is equal to, kung ito yung reference natin kung saan tinapon siya, so that means nandito lang yung ating delta y. So what's delta y? So that's 3.05 minus 2. So delta y is equal to 1.05 meters. Okay? Plus, normally, daming based experience, pag sinasolve namin yung problem na to, pinapa-assignment ko, ang ginagawa nilang delta y is 3.05. Glass, it's not kasi pag-uusapan pa rin natin yung reference or yung starting point. So ano yung naging displacement niya vertically with respect doon sa starting point natin. Since ang bunghay niya ng player natin is 2 meters and then yung hoop is 3.05. So delta y is only 1.05 meters. Ayan. Okay, class. Tingnan yung mangyayari, no? If hindi ko siya shortcut. Kung hindi ko siya shortcut, okay, syempre, unahin ko siya sa delta x. So delta x is equals to VIXT And delta x is 10. So that's equal to VI cosine 40 times t. Ang hinahanap natin ay VI. So, wala. And then yung time natin ay unknown din. Okay. So, dali natin siya sa delta y is equal to VI YT plus 1 half AY t squared. So, what's our delta y? So, that's 1.05 is equal to VI sine 40 times t plus 1 half times negative 9.8 t squared. Ayan. Okay, so meron tayong two equations with two unknowns. Tama ba? Okay, pagsamahin natin yung equation 1 at saka equation 2. So, since VI ang hinahanap, so i-convert natin siya in terms of time. Okay, so therefore, at equation 1, so let this be our first equation, and this is our second equation. Ang equation 1 natin, T will be equal to 10 over VI cosine 40. So, substitute natin siya sa equation 2. So, therefore, 1.05 is equal to VI sine 40 times 10 over VI cosine 40 minus 4.9 times 10 over VI cosine 40 squared. I-cancel natin ito. So, meron tayong 1.05 is equal to 10, but sine over cosine is tangent. So, tangent 40 minus 4.9 times 10 squared over VI squared times cosine squared 40. Okay, pagpalitan ko ng lugar ito ng dalawa. Okay, kasi nandun yung VI natin. So, therefore, 4.9 times 10 squared over VI squared cosine 40 squared is equal to 10 tangent 40 minus 1.05. And then, i-cross multiply ko itong, pagpalitan ko ng lugar, itong dalawa. So, 4.9 times 10 squared over cosine 40 squared times 10 tangent 40 minus 1.05 is equal to VI squared. Then square both sides. So, what's our VI? So, that's 4.9 times 10 squared divided by cosine 40. Then square root. So the answer is 10.67 meters per second. Ayan ang inabot ng solution natin. Okay, kaya class, or kung diniretso ko siya sa delta y is equal to delta x tangent theta plus ay delta x squared over v2 vi squared cosine squared theta, kung diniretso ko siya dyan, so that will be equal to 1.05 is equal to 10 tangent 40 plus negative 9.8 times 10 squared over 2 times VI squared cosine 40 squared. Diba ito na yon? Kaya kung hindi na ako dadaan doon sa time, kung since hindi naman given ng time, so pwede ko naman gamitin ito directly. Ito kasi ay hindi mo na kailangan dumaan sa time eh. So pwede mo na siyang i-apply directly kung wala namang given time. So, ayun. Mas hindi mas madali lang siya kung dito mo siya gagawin dito. Okay? Okay. So let's have another one. Ayan. So all of these examples are in the book. Okay. An astronaut on a strange planet finds that she can jump a maximum horizontal distance of 15 meters if her initial speed is 3 meters per second. So what is the free fall acceleration on the planet? Hey class, kung meron ka daw yung astronaut tapos tatalon siya, ang maximum daw niyang matatalon ay 15 meters. At ang initial speed niya ay 3 meters per second. Okay, so ano daw yung acceleration due to gravity? Okay class, so meron kayong kailangan tandaan ha. Pag pinag-uusapan ay maximum and minimum, okay, lagi niyong isipin yung maximum minima sa calculus. Okay? Yung sa calculus, yung maxima minima. Pag maxima minima, ayun, magka-calculus tayo, di ba? Magde-derive and then iti-test natin kung yung ba yung maximum or yun yung minimum. Dito hindi na natin gagawin. So, given na pag maximum ang pinag-uusapan, maximum horizontal distance, the angle is at maximum range, the angle is at 45 degrees. Okay, kung gusto mong pinakamalayong distance na pwede mong marating, given an initial speed, it's at 45 degrees. Given yon. Na yung maximum range, para makuha mo yung maximum horizontal distance, ang angle mo ay dapat nasa 45 degrees. Okay? Gets ba? O given yon. So, lagi. Pag at maximum range, angle should be 45 degrees. At ang formula natin ng range ay VI squared sine 2 theta over G. So, ang hinahanap natin ay G. G should be equal to VI squared sine 2 theta over R. Ayan. So, substitute lang natin. So, that's equal to 3 squared sine 2 times 45 over 50. So what is G? Okay, G is at 0.6 meters per second squared. Sa formula, 2 theta. Yung 2 theta. Ay. Oo. Pangit ba? Daw ba? Dot na lang ang sinulat ko. Oo nga, no, nakakalito yung X, no? Okay, sige. Oo nga, no? Sige. Okay, what if nakalimutan nyo yan, no? Okay, anong gagawin natin? So, let's have another solution. So, what if nakalimutan yung formulang yan? So, yung delta x natin is equal to VIX times T. So, this is 15 is equal to 3 cosine 45 times T. So, what's the value of T? So, T is 15 times 3. 15 divided by 3 divided by cosine 45. So that's 7.07 seconds. And apply natin siya sa delta y is VIYT plus 1/2 AYT squared. Okay, but delta y is equal to, class, kung mula siya dito at pumunta dito at the same level, so therefore, delta y is equal to 0. So this is 0. So, transpose natin sa kabila. So magiging VIYT is equal to negative 1/2 AY. Hindi, mali. Ito yung tatranspose natin. Negative 1/2 AYT squared is equal to VIT. So divide this by negative 1/2 T squared. So, AY is equal to negative, VIY is 3 sine 45 times 7.07 all over 1/2 times 7.07 squared. So, what's AY? Okay, still negative 0.6 meters per second. So, same lang naman. Okay, ito kasi magnitude sa G. Ito naman is yung acceleration na mayroong ng direction na negative. Okay? So, may question?
Sir, question, sir.
Oh, yes.
Bakit po 0 yung delta y, sir?
Okay,
Sa-
kasi 'di ba horizontal, sa horizontal kung saan siya so nandito siya, so lumapag pa rin siya dito. So
okay, sir.
magka-level siya. Oo.
Okay.
Kaya yung
gets ko na.
changes natin with y is 0.
Okay, sir. Salamat,
Okay.
sir.
Ayan. So can you try this one? Ito madali lang. Ayan. So try nyo, I'll give you like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, so to start an avalanche, drawing ko lang yung figure. Ito yung mountain slopes. Let's say that's the mountain slope. An artillery shell is fired with an initial velocity of 300 meters per second at 55 degrees. So meron tayong artillery shell. Yan, finar daw siya. Yan, para mag-start ng avalanche. Na initial velocity na 300 meters per second at 55 degrees above the horizontal. It explodes on the mountainside 42 seconds after firing. So yung time ay given, that's 42 seconds. So what are the X and Y coordinates of the shell where it explodes relative to the firing point? So ang tinatanong ay ano ang delta X and delta Y relative to the firing point. So kung ito yung horizontal distance, so this is delta X and nandito naman yung delta Y. So what's delta X and delta Y? Ayan, medyo madali lang naman. Okay, dadagdagan ko na lang after yung sagutin. Okay, so may sagot na? So what are your answers? Wala ipopost ko. And then... Okay, okay lang naman yan, Victor. Walang problema. Kaya lang, what if meron kasing na-specify na isang condition? But that's okay. Alam mo ba paano mo kukunin yung isa pang angle? Okay, kasi ganitong gagawin mo, no? Yan. Di ba dalawa sagot? Kasi that's quadratic. Sige, kung shift solve mo siya, saan mo siya sinip solve? Saan banda mo siya sinip solve? Doon sa nauna o dito na? Or dito na? Dito? Saan dito? Dito? Or dito? Or dito? Dito? Saan part? So that I could tell you kung anong gagawin mo. Dito. Dito. Layo, dito. Sige. So, itong gagawin mo. So, di ba, nagkaroon ka 800. Ita-type ko lang muna. Equals 2,000 tangent alpha x close parenthesis minus 19.6 times a quantity tangent alpha x times tangent alpha x plus 1 close quantity. Ayan. Okay, so ang gagawin mo is, di ba, shift solve mo siya. Kaya lang meron kang makikitang ganito, di ba? Yan. So, number ako dito na negative 9. I-press mo 0. Okay, type mo lang 0. Then press equals. Yan. Ang pinakamalapit sa 0 sa dalawa, yun yung ilalabas niya. Kaya ang una mong makukuha ay 22. Kasi yun yung malapit sa 0. Tapos ibalik mo siya. I-shift solve mo siya ulit. Ayaw. Nawala ko. Na-answer ko ba siya? Hindi ko na siya ma-replay. Ulitin ko. I-type mo naman is 180. Shift solve, and then you type mo 180. So yung malapit sa 180, yun yung ilalabas niya. So di ba, pipress mo shift solve, and then plus, equals, di ba? Bakit 202? 202 ba yung angle ko? Ay, okay. I-type mo 100 na lang. So let's go back. Shift solve, type mo 100. But 202. Tama ba ang aking... Paano ba lalabasin yung shift solve 90? Paano yung tangent theta sa squared? Pwedeng tangent, parenthesis mo, tangent alpha x then squared. Dapat yung tangent x yung buo yung naka-square. O pinaka-safe, dalawang beses ka mag-tangent. So tangent x times tangent x. Okay? Sandali, class. Ipapakita ko na lang yung problem natin. And then, ito, kasi hindi ko pala siya na-record. Ayan. Okay? So, Class, if you, ayan. So that's it for today. Kung may question kayo, you